Hi, this is Dr. Ronnie Bannock and welcome to Envision Health, my video series where I share tips on how to protect, preserve, or perhaps even restore your vision. So in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the importance of UV protection. One of the most common questions I get from my patients is, Dr. Bannock, what can I do to protect my eyes from the sun? What kind of sunglasses should I be wearing? And so that's why I decided to do this video to explain about the dangers of UV light and what you can do to protect your eyes from harmful rays. So first of all, I wanted to begin by explaining that there's a whole spectrum of different wavelengths of light. And some of that light we can see, so it's within the visible spectrum. Some of the light we can't see, and it's either in the UV range of the spectrum, which is short wavelength light, or infrared, which is long wavelength light. And of all of these different wavelengths of light, the UV end of the spectrum is perhaps the most damaging to our eyes. Even within the UV spectrum, there are three different categories. There's actually UVA, UVB, and UVC. So let me explain about the difference and what we can do to protect our eyes against each of those. So UVC rays are actually the shortest wavelength of light. They fortunately are absorbed by the ozone layer in our atmosphere, and so most UVC rays actually don't get down to the surface of the earth, don't actually get to our eyes, unless of course the ozone layer has been damaged. But that's another discussion. UVB rays are slightly longer wavelengths of light. They can reach the earth and reach our eyes. Fortunately, most UVB rays are absorbed by the cornea, which is the very surface of the eye. So they never actually get to the back of the eye where they can potentially do damage. UVB rays can be linked to certain growths on the surface of the eye, which is almost like a scar tissue that can form on the surface of the eye. UVB rays can also be linked to certain kinds of skin cancer, even eyelid cancers. So it's important to protect against UVB rays. And then finally, UVA rays are slightly longer wavelengths of light, and those are perhaps the most damaging to our eyes because they're not fully blocked by the cornea. Some of it is absorbed by the lens in our eye. Too much UVA exposure can potentially associate with cataract formation and also macular degeneration. Of all the three wavelengths of light, it's most important to block out UVB as well as UVA light. So the question is, how do you do that? So my tip is to make sure that when you're wearing sunglasses, you wear glasses that block out 99 to 100% of UVA and UVB rays. Usually the sunglasses will have a little sticker on them and it will say, UV blocking 100% UVA and UVB. An alternative designation is UV 400. And for a sunglass to get that designation means that it's undergone testing and it's actually been proven to block out 99 to 100% of those damaging rays. So look for those stickers and try to get sunglasses that do have that level of protection. The other thing I did want to mention is that it's important to wear sunglasses during the day when you're outdoors, not only when it's sunny, but even if it's cloudy. And the reason is because even though there are clouds in the sky, some of those rays do get through and they can be potentially damaging to your eyes. Also, make sure that you encourage children and teenagers to wear their sunglasses as well. UV damage can happen at any age. It is cumulative. Another question that many of my patients ask me is, what about polarized lenses? Should I be getting polarized sunglasses? So what I'll say about polarized lenses is that polarization does not protect against UVA or UVB rays. What it does is it cuts down on glare. If you're in a certain situation, for example, if you're driving and the sun is coming directly at you, polarized glasses will reduce that amount of glare and help you see better. Or if you're in a situation when you're outdoors, for example, if you're on the water and there's a lot of glare coming off the water, or if you're doing a winter sport such as skiing or snowboarding and there's a lot of glare that comes off of the snow, then polarized lenses are definitely useful. But if you're using them, make sure that in conjunction with the polarized lenses, you're also getting proper UV protection. So get that 100% UVA, UVB protection or UV 400 protection. So those are my tips for UV protection on today's episode of Envision Health. And please feel free to post any comments or ask any questions about the information I've shared. You can post in my Facebook group called Envision Health. And also feel free to like and share this video with friends and family. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you next time.